guys, if you can survive the Toronto media, you can survive anything. So
Rob Ford's family sets the record straight after rumors of his death.
Probably approximate.
no, we're good. We're good.
Do you mind if I dab you, Mr. Mayor?
A social movement that has
The
been
Liberal government appoints their first Senate.
To get it started today.
And North Korea has launched missiles into the sea again. Hi, and welcome to Humber News. I'm Aaron D'Andrea, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Former Toronto Mayor Rob Ford remains in hospital with his family by his bedside. Reports that Ford had died went viral yesterday afternoon, but Ford's chief of staff was quick to clear things up. Dan Jacobs put out a message saying that Ford remains at Mount Sinai Hospital, where he's being treated for cancer. He went on to thank the people of Toronto and around the world for support and asked for privacy for the family. Ford was diagnosed with abdominal cancer over a year ago. His years as mayor made headlines around the world because of his drug use and unpredictable behavior. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has announced 7 new senators, the first appointments to the Red Chamber in 3 years. Retired senior bureaucrat Peter Harder will be the leader in the Senate. Among the other 6 are 14-time Paralympian gold medalist Chantal Petitclerc and Justice Murray Sinclair, the former chair of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Trudeau expressed his hopes that the newcomers will help make the Senate a more effective and independent institution. The man charged in connection with the stabbing of 2 Canadian soldiers in Toronto on Monday was back in court today for a bail hearing. Ayanul Hassan Ali is facing 9 charges, including attempted murder and aggravated assault. Our reporter Veronica Appia was in court and has the details.
I'm here at the Finch Avenue courthouse where a Toronto man accused of a double stabbing at a Canadian Forces recruitment centre appeared this morning to discuss his bail hearing. Hassan Ali entered the courtroom wearing a baggy t-shirt, displaying lettering from the detention centre where he is currently being held. Justice Robert Lewin agreed to an adjournment, and the bail hearing is expected to resume on March 24th. Veronica Appia, Humber News.
A 31-year-old man has been arrested after allegedly hijacking a TTC bus with a knife and forcing the driver to take him to a Tim Hortons. Police say it happened early Friday morning when the man got on a bus at Martin Grove and Steeles. They say he approached the driver and demanded to be taken to the nearest Tim's. According to police, the driver ran several lights to get there. Police say no other passengers were on board the bus at the time and no one was hurt. In international news, EU leaders have reached a deal in Brussels with Turkey to stem the influx of immigrants into Europe. EU leaders have agreed to give Turkey financial and political help if it stops migrants from reaching Greece. EU negotiators offered a deal by which Turkey would take back all migrants who reach the Greek islands off its coast. In return, the EU would take in Syrian refugees directly from Turkey and increase aid for Syrians there. The deal takes effect March 20th. To North Korea now, where another ballistic missile test has launched into the sea. The missile flew about 800 kilometers across the peninsula before hitting the water. The move comes after the North rejected UN Security Council sanctions and new U.S. sanctions in the country. China has urged for peace in the Korean peninsula. This is North Korea's second missile test in 2 weeks. Last week, 2 medium-range missiles were launched into the sea. In Los Angeles, an electrician who was working his second day on an unfinished downtown skyscraper has died after he fell from the 53rd floor. The fire department says the man fell 53 stories and hit a vehicle on the street yesterday. Police are investigating the cause of the incident. Once completed next year, the 73-story skyscraper will become the tallest building in the U.S. West Coast. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports, and Kelsey Coles will have your 3-day forecast.
Well, spring is coming up on our calendars. It seems Old Man Winter is overstaying his visit because tonight temperatures will go down to -10 and tomorrow -5. So spring, if you're listening to us today, please come back to Toronto. We miss you. I'll have your full 3-day forecast after the break.
But first, China's first satellite designed to find dark matter has completed its first 3 months in orbit. Launched in December 2015, Wokon has been designed for a 3-year mission. The first 2 years will focus on scanning space in all directions, while its final year will focus on dark matter. Scientists are promising breakthroughs by 2030, including the search for extraterrestrial life. And check out these pictures that are out of this world. New images from NASA's New Horizons spacecraft show the dwarf planet Pluto has mountains, glacial flows, and smooth plains. This is the most detailed look at Pluto yet, located nearly 5 billion kilometers from Earth. The spacecraft passed by Pluto and its 5 moons last July, and the latest pictures reveal an underground ocean and volcanoes that appear to spew ice. It doesn't seem Pluto will become a hotspot for Earthlings anytime soon, with an average surface temperature of minus 229 degrees Celsius.